Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your... Oh. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking now. I have matters to attend to at the...
I should probably start here.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she...
Before she went missing, only that she needed to meet with... She did mention a name.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the... Might I trouble you for some...
And who exactly?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble... I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of... And would you...
Why not?
Marv, the task... There are 3 in total.
Nothing dangerous.
Oh, I have... And strongly.
The markets are a very...
Greetings. You are one of the dames chosen, I see. Me? I am but a nameless weaver of song, who would warm the hearts of the good folk of this town with such hope.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
Don't think I haven't got my eye on you, Branded. On you go.
With the right to confiscate any objects...
Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
And a chine of roast the apple of your eye.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. If Etienne likes it, tell him.
Of course.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs.
Fine. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment.
Cigars?
Those cigars are worth more.
There's nothing here for your kind.
I have a delivery from Etienne.
Oh, why did... Times are hard. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait, right? Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Through the gate into all...
Word is that the legions are ready.
Did one of them get off?
Ah! I believe these...
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you. After all, we both know the punishment for... And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their...
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth. Hence the thriving market for even... Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And a reward for a job well done. I thank you. As will I.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs... Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know that...
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry...
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it.
That'll be why he's strutting about.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this...
How about it, Branded?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we...
Fine.
Oh, and just so you know, take a moment to get... Now...
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Not this time.
All right. So you know one end of a bridge from the other. Enough. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start. Too slow.
Potential. I'll give you that.
Stay down. Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still...
Yeah, not after the bulletin.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her, as unlikely as it may seem. There are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their... And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my itch brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek of...
Fine.
Oh, thank you. An extra here. Deliver... What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. 3 bearers, overworked and under...
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dames...
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expect...
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least. I have something.
From the Chamberlain. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to arrest? And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Enough! You'll work faster next time.
Here.
The Chamberlain, but alas, my work is far from over.
You need to...
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
Then wait.
rover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
The market's all right.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to put me by.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business. Though not my own.
Ah, just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been
So he really is a chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
You're one of the dames, I see.
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers, according to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there.
And you plan on...
Isn't that what you...
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me His name is Bertrand, and he works at...
I shall return as soon...
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
Or did one of them get on this side of the game?
Oriflamme. How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Let's make this quick.
watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Wait. You're not one of us.
It's over.
Not this time.
You will pay for what you've done. Finished!
Back to the pens with you. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
That's enough dallying, you two.
Up, the lot of you. There's still...
You heard me.
You, branded. Here, now. You're late.
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? Well...
All right.
My, is it?
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this. That's enough.
weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this, before it happens again.
You, Brandon, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the village...
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. That much I can... How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. Never gets any easier.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Sits you here.
Gladly.
May their burden I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, You can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Have you seen? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost.
I can't promise I'll find her.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are... Oh, she must be starving too.
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet.
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have...
Many traders stopped to peddle, but only one's been seen.
Is he still here?
A trader? Oh, yeah. If you seek him out, fact is, folks round here would sooner hang, and that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
If you want my advice, find the merchant quick and speak to him.
What do you want?
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Yeah.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant.
Rumor has it you were seen arguing.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I stood firm, however. And for all his...
And do you know where he went?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would be sure and tell her.
It smells of death here, Torgor. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. It's over. Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good by the looks of things.
We both found who we were searching.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting, and we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened?
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting anything branded until the new.
Call that clean?
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
It's my turn. Let me try.
Come on, give it back. If my dad finds out, he'll clobber me. If it was a me.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Fetch! After it. Good boy.